During the Holocaust, 6 million Jewish people were murdered by the Nazis and their collaborators. Children were particularly vulnerable, with as many as 1.5 million Jewish children killed. Those who survived often spent years in hiding. Even before the outbreak of war, anti-Semitic policies in Nazi Germany made the country a dangerous place for Jewish children. But after the Nazis invaded Poland in 1939, the situation became perilous for all Jewish families in Europe. Many parents sent their children into hiding in the hope of keeping them safe. Some hid for years in closets, attics, and cellars. Others lived with Christian families, or in institutions like convents, schools, and children's homes. Some had to learn new languages and customs, and even adopt new names and identities. In Rovno, Poland, where the Nazis and their collaborators murdered tens of thousands of Jewish people in 1941, cousins Shelley Weiner and Rachel Kishnerman were some of the few who managed to escape. The two girls, who were just 4 and 5, hid with their mothers inside the barn of a farming family. For 18 months, they lived as silently as possible, unable to leave. They suffered extreme cold in winter, high heat in summer, and constant hunger. Finally liberated by the Soviet Army in 1944, they eventually moved to the United States, settling in North Carolina. By 1940, the Netherlands fell under Nazi occupation. Many Jewish children, including Anne Frank, went into hiding. Others, like 4-year-old Renata Lazar, were able to hide in plain sight. Her parents arranged for her to live with the Vandenbrinks, a Catholic family. Renamed Rita, she lived with her adopted siblings through the harshest periods of the occupation, in constant fear of being caught. Though she survived the war, she never saw her parents again, and left Europe for the United States in 1948. By the end of the war, only 6 to 11% of Jewish children in Europe had survived the Holocaust. For them, the physical and emotional scars of their experience left deep wounds. Many went on to make new lives in other countries, and some shared their stories so that what happened to them would never be forgotten. In what ways are children especially vulnerable during times of conflict?